Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today I will be talking about my double eyelid surgery experience. And yes, I had a monolid from birth and I got a double eyelid surgery. And if you don't know what a double eyelid surgery is, it's basically where when you don't have a deep crease, you get it cut and then they take some of the fat out of your eyes and then they sew it back on, so you kind of have that deep socket that goes inside, and it kind of lifts your eyes and makes it just a little bit bigger. It doesn't make a huge difference, but you definitely look different. And if you are someone who is against any kind of plastic surgery or things like that, then you shouldn't watch this video, because I believe that I don't have the right to tell anybody what they should do with their bodies. So the reason I got my double eyelid surgery was because ever since I turned 13, I loved makeup and I wanted to do different looks, and at the time I didn't know how to work with my monolid eyes. And I didn't just have a regular monolid eyes, I had a lot of fat on top right here. So when I would go to bed, my eyes would be swollen really bad, and if I cry or anything that would stress my eyes out, my eyes would be really like swollen up here, and I couldn't wear like shimmery eyeshadows or you know, things that were so pretty. I couldn't put it on my eyes because it would just make my eyes look even more swollen. So and the other reason was because it was affecting my eyesight. And usually when you have so much fat on your eyes, it kind of like puts so much pressure on your eyes, so your eyes naturally just has to work like double just to kind of keep your eyes open. So you end up kind of like trying to like read stuff. You have to kind of force your eyes to be like bigger so you can see stuff. So it was actually like covering my pupils like this, so I had it kind of lifted. So now it doesn't affect my eyes. And at the time, people asked me like, how much did you pay for it? I got my eye surgery done 2009, so that's a long time ago. And at the time, I only paid $150, which is pretty darn a good deal. And I got it done back in Mongolia when I was visiting, and I was 16 at the time. So in Mongolia, when you're 16, you're a legal adult, and you can basically do anything you want, except you can't drink. So I got it done in Mongolia during summertime, and the process was I did a lot of research, and also my mom did a lot of research. She was looking for doctors that are really good, and I actually saw two people that my doctor already have done the surgery on. So I saw their eyes, and there were two different people and their eyes looked too different. So I was like, this is a good sign, because you know, I don't want a doctor who does the same surgery on everyone, because everyone has different facial structure. I want something that matches my facial structure and my eyes. So I liked that the doctor could perform different styles of eyelids on different people depending on how their eyes are shaped. So I loved the two girls that I saw, and so I was like, okay, this is the doctor I want to go to. And my mom calls me one day and she said, oh, you have to go to the doctor's office and kind of have a consultation, because she's gonna see what kind of eyelids she's gonna perform. And my mom's like, oh, she's probably not gonna do the surgery today, but just, you know, go and talk to her. So I was like, okay. I just went to talk to her, but then the doctor was like, how big of a crease do you want? And I was like, I was kind of being greedy, and I said I want a big one, like I want my eyes to look really big. So the doctor was like, no, the big one would not look good on you. And she said the small wouldn't look good either, so I'm just gonna do like a medium. So I said, okay, that sounds cool. Whatever you think, you know, would match my eyes, it's fine. So, and then she was like, okay, lay down. And I was like, oh, we're doing this surgery today? And then she was like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, and I was freaking out because my mom wasn't with me. So I was like, okay. So I just laid down, and she performed the whole thing by herself, and that kind of just tells you like how experienced she is. And usually you have like an assistant to help you out with, and you know, people to help you with the surgery, and she did it all by herself. So she puts a bright light onto me and, you know, close your eyes, and then she gave me a numbing shot. So she kind of pierced here and here and injected the numbing shots, and within a few minutes my eyes were already numb. It just feels like your eyes are so swollen and you can't really feel anything. So so she cut it, and I couldn't feel any pain, but when she cut it, you feel the pressure of her, you know, cutting, and it just feels like she's drawing on your eyes kind of with a pen. And then I could feel like fluids, you know, like running down, and I knew it was blood because, you know, and then she kind of opened, you could kind of feel the touches, you can feel that she's cutting out the fat out of the eye socket, and I could hear my fat like being cut when I was like laying down, and it was kind of like a yucky feeling, but you know, it didn't last for long. And then she sewed it down, and then she kind of burned the ends of the strings, and the whole surgery took like 30 minutes, and it was super fast, super quick. And she did have me open my eyes before she stitched it back together, so that, you know, it kind of it's even and it looks good. And yeah, she just switched it up, and she was like, okay, look in the mirror, what do you think? And I looked in the mirror and I was like, holy shit, this is horrible. I was freaking out because it was so swollen, and all the stitches, you can see the stitches, it didn't look nice and clean to me, and I'm not a professional. It just looked so scary to me that my eyes were kind of bruised, it was red, it was swollen up till like here, and I just looked so ugly at the time. And she was like, okay, you're gonna have to you know, get your stitches out, and you can't put any makeup on for like 2 weeks until it heals. Here's a little ointment that you can put on if it kind of itches, and after the numbing shot is like all worn out, then I could feel stuff, and I couldn't like laugh. She reminded me that I couldn't laugh or like get really excited, because I would do this and the stitches would come open. So I was like, okay. And I come out of the room, and my mom was standing there. So I wore this huge glasses. She was like, let me see. And I kind of did this, and she was like, oh, it looks so nice. It's, you know, it's done really well. And I was like, really? Because I think it looks horrible. So she was like, no, it's fine. It's just, you know, swollen and blah, blah, blah. So that day, I could not shut my eyes. It was that swollen. My eyes, when I went to bed, like, this is, like, I could still see, and this is the farthest it can go. And I couldn't force it to, like, completely shut. So I slept like this. And then the next day, I could, like, fully shut my eyes. And each day, your eyes kind of gets better and better. The swelling goes away like within the first week. And so And then even after, I think it was after 2 months, 2 full months, that you can like rub on your eyes and it was like completely healed. So yeah, so that was my experience. I did it because I was sick of putting such a thick eyeliner and still not be able to see my eyeliner when I had monolids, and it was just what I wanted. And I told my mom and she was like, okay, let's do it when you're 16 and when you're all grown up. And I was like, sure. And then I didn't pay a lot, so if you guys are researching and thinking about getting a double eyelid surgery, then I would tell, don't be scared. It does not hurt at all. It just, you know, when the needle goes into your eye, it's just a little pinching sensation, and then after the numbing sensation, it just itches, like you want to scratch it. But as for pain goes, I did not experience like a horrible pain where, you know, my eyes were about to come out. So I said, don't be scared, but make sure you get a good doctor that can perform a variety of different eyelids and can work with different eye shapes. And one thing is, you don't have to be a monolid to get a double eyelid surgery. Sometimes when you have like a really deep crease, you kind of like, if it's hooded and you want just, you know, a little lift, then that way you can get the double eyelid surgery as well. So it's not just for Asians, it's not just for you know, monolids. You can get it, you know, a little lifted, a little bit bigger, like anything you want, as long as you're happy. And the most important thing is not to get it for somebody else. I solely 100% got it done because I wanted to do sick makeup on myself and just be able to like do a makeup and love it. And so yeah, that was my decision, and if you're kind of against it, I totally understand, and that's okay. But you know, you shouldn't judge people because they got something done. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions about the whole eyelid surgery thing, then please comment below and I would be happy to answer as much as I can. And I'm not a doctor, but I'm just talking from my own experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you can follow me on Instagram, also Facebook. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.